Scores are here, and we are looking at. This is not what I want to look at. Here we go. This is the contest for this evening, Thursday, February 3rd. And yeah, I haven't done it yet. I'm sorry, folks. It'll take me just a second here. I am on assignment right now. I'm working for a client that wants to hire me to do a little scores on a league that he's passionate about, and so I've been working on that, and I'm a little bit behind right now on what's happening here. Before I get very far, let me just clear my thoughts here. I need to do this correctly. 15 and 16. We went last night, 15 and 16. And tonight we are 0 and 0, and I don't. So I'm working on this project, and it's taken me away from this project, and it has not allowed me to work on tomorrow's games. But I will get them done and be ready to go as soon as possible. I want to preview these games and be on tape ahead of tip because. That's the thing that matters, really. And oh god, this thing's giving me some fits. So let me fix this. Let's make it a number. Just make it a number. And now I want to go like this. Get out of here. Just make it. It's 16. All right, and that's a 0. There's no money lines yet tonight. Okay, I'm ready to roll. Thanks for bearing with me on that. I have not looked at these games at all. I have no idea what's happened. So we're going to find out together. So let's get right to it. The first game we're going to talk about is Louisiana and UT Arlington in the Sun Belt tournament. Louisiana laying 2.5. This is a neutral court conference tourney. So let's see what happened here. Louisiana and UT Arlington. And I got to go find it. Okay. Louisiana wins 67-64. And wow. Covered by half a point. That's a good deal. So we've introduced this new segment onto the program here. And what we get to do is go turn the lights out on the losers in these loser out games. And tonight's loser, well, one of them, the first one is UT Arlington, number 238. And we're going to turn the lights out on UT Arlington. And this is how we do it. Bang, you're gone. You're done. I get pleasure out of that. It's weird. 67-64. So a 3-point victory covers the 2.5 line. So Louisiana was the correct play. South Alabama and Little Rock, again in the Sun Belt tournament, 12.5 is the line. We say South Alabama rolls to a 20-point victory. And let's see how this one ended up. Oh, my goodness. South Alabama lost to Little Rock. Whoa. Wow. That's a shocker. I mean, Little Rock hasn't done anything this year. And South Alabama's been pretty good. And then Little Rock rises up and gets them. So I bet you South Alabama is going to be the highest rated team we're going to put out. What do you want to bet? South Alabama. There they are, number 133. That is by far. That's why the postseason's so cool. Because upsets happen. Let's see where Little Rock is. Little Rock. Oh. Little Rock is number 331, and they advance. And we're coming up on it. And South Alabama goes home. Wow, that's really a shocker. All right, well, that's what happens in tournament time. Okay, Arkansas State and UL Monroe. This is another Sun Belt tournament game. And we have Arkansas State winning by 8. The line is 5.5. So that's our play is Arkansas State. Final score, 81-77, Arkansas State. 81, 70. So 4-point victory. So we fail to cover here. But good Lord, what in the hell is that? But we do get the pleasure, and in this case, I do mean pleasure, of turning the lights off on UL Monroe. I'm going to say they're number 325. That's just my guess. UL Monroe. I probably put a dash. Let's just look for Monroe. What did I say? 287, 281. Is that what I said? I can't remember what I said now. Bye-bye. Monroe's done for the year. Season's over. It's a loss for the computer. Okay, money line here. Hartford laying 2.5 to UMass Lowell. We think UMass Lowell wins by 3. And what happened here? How'd this thing play off? UMass Lowell wins by 10. So the money line converts 83 to 73. That's a converted money line and a gigantic, huge, colossal win for the computer. Yeah. I mean, would you make that call if you didn't have the assistance of the computer? I don't know that I would. Okay, so that's the money line, and we have to go update that manually. So let's go here. Let's put a 1 right here. ML stands for money line. And there you go. We have 172 on the year. That was a regular season money line, not a playoff game. Okay, back into some tournament action here. Navy is hosting American University, who beat Holy Cross to get to this point. 12.5 is the line. We'd say 16. So Navy is our play. And is there magic still left for American U? 71-64 Navy. So the magic is over, and that we don't cover here, do we? No, we don't. We don't cover. So, okay, let's do this correctly. So this is a win, a money line win, and this is a loss. And so we went 2 and 3 on this string. We get to go put the lights out on American University. I'm going to say they're number 327. What do you guys think? America 336. Do I know my college basketball or do I know my college basketball? All right. That's it. That's your season. You're done. Bye-bye. Okay, next up, another money line. I don't have any faith in this. Army has been playing very poorly lately, and Lehigh's coming on. So Lehigh is hosting. So the Patriot League has the games are at the higher seats. I should have mentioned that back here. And so Lehigh is hosting Army, laying 0.5 point. We say Army wins the game. We say by 1. Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. Yeah, Lehigh smoked them. So 77-91. Lehigh wins and advances. That's a red. And we get to go put the lights out now on Army. And I'm going to say Army's number 288. Wow, 278. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. All right, you're done, Army. Go defend the country. All right, Colgate is staying in the Patriot League. Colgate hosting Bucknell. I have all the faith in the world that Colgate will at least win this game. Now, will they cover the line? 15.5. That's a big number. We say 19, so Colgate is our play, but I don't know. 96-68 is the final here. 96-68. That sounds like a cover to me. And we're just going to wait on this calculator, which takes, it's taking forever because I haven't put the right score in. 96-68. I've already given ourselves a win. Yeah, 28 points. Okay. So let's go wish Bucknell, let's go wish them a bon voyage. And I'm going to say Bucknell is number 303. 324. Okay. And you're gone. So let's just do something here. Look at all the darkened out teams. They're done. Their seasons are over. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way top. there's some dark there. We've turned the lights off on a bunch of teams in there, bunch of teams. And then all of a sudden, it just stays light. All the good teams are way up here, and not many of them have been eliminated. And that's how the computer works. That tells me it's what I call the acid test. The acid test is working. All right. Okay, so that's one. Jacksonville hosting Central Arkansas. 11 halves the line. We say 18. Jacksonville's a lot better team than Central Arkansas. A lot better team. And they win by 10, 79-69. They don't cover. They do advance. Central Arkansas is number 330 is my guess. Let's take a look. Oh, number 332. I was one off. This is going to be fun. I like this. It's testing my skill, me, the host, not the computer, but me. And I got to say, I'm not doing too poorly. I was one off there. I said 333. Okay, SMU hosting Cincinnati, laying 7.5. This is a horrible play. We say Cincinnati loses by only 4. Now, Cincinnati, you have to know, has turned into a gigantic pile of steaming dog poo. And they've not been playing well. And SMU beats them 76-71. Well, look what happened here, Scores. Oh, you're a big jerk. We covered for you, and now you're making fun of us. Yeah, that's a cover. No, it's got a win. So that's a backdoor cover is what that is. Okay, and we'll take it. Northern Kentucky hosting Detroit Mercy. 3.5's the line. We say it's a 3-point game, so we're taking the dog Detroit Mercy, but don't misunderstand the play here. Is we fully anticipate Northern Kentucky moving on, okay? So let's take a look at the final here. Northern Kentucky and Detroit. Northern Kentucky wins 77-59. So they do advance. They kill us. They cover big time, so that's a loss for the computer. And we went 2-3 again. But we get to go have some fun at Detroit Mercy's expense. I'm going to say they're in the 200s for sure. I'm going to say, well, I already know. I typed it too fast, 230. But I knew that they were in the 200s, so I did a little credit for that. All right, so their season's over. The Titans of Detroit Mercy. Okay, Florida Atlantic is on the road, laying 4.5 at Florida International. We agree with Vegas here. We think Florida Atlantic will win this game on the road, but we say by 9. So Florida Atlantic is our play. Final score 71-51 FAU. So 20-point victory, win and a cover for the computer. So I can do leagues and tournaments. I can do leagues. I can do club leagues, high school leagues. You know, the little tykes out there playing soccer. I can do that. I can do 7 different sports, all team sports. I can't do like golf or tennis or swimming because I need an offense and a defense. And the only sport that does not that I can't do that is a team sport is volleyball. And I know a lot of people are volleyball fanatics, but I don't even know what happened to volleyball. In my day, it was the best 2 out of 3, and that was it. But nowadays, they're playing like 5, 7. I don't even know what happened to volleyball. But I can't do volleyball because it's not reported the way I need it. I need every game reported, okay? If you win 21-18, I know it's probably not a valid score, but I want to know that number. I don't want to know the sets. I don't want to know it's 3-0 or 5. Whatever it is these days. I can't do volleyball. Let me take a drink here, a little ice water. That's good stuff. Okay. All right. Now this one, Vegas would have you believe that Bellarmine at home is the better team than Florida Gulf Coast, but you have been following the scores and you know better. that Florida Gulf Coast is the better team. So Bellarmine at home laying 2.5. We say Florida Gulf Coast travels to Bellarmine. They're in like Louisville, Kentucky, I think, and wins. So and it's a money line play. So what happened here? What happened was, oh my God, Bellarmine wins 81-68. They not only won, they blew them away. Oh, and I got egg on my face. Wow, the season's over for uh, Florida Gulf Coast. They'll probably end up one of these other tournaments, but for now, I'm going to say they're number 192. I mean, they're not bad. I mean, Florida Gulf Coast had a nice year. Florida Gulf Coast, yeah, 185. Okay, I wasn't far off there. Yeah, that's a pretty decent team that we're saying goodbye to right there. I'm kind of shocked at this. That's really not what I had anticipated. I felt pretty confident about that. Well, it's a loss, so I'm over it. Purdue Fort Wayne hosting Illinois Chicago laying 6.5. We say 6, so we think PFW wins the game, but we think we win this bet. Okay, they've been playing really well. PFW is a pretty strong team, but UIC has been playing pretty well, and so I like this play. But let's see how it played out here. So PFW wins 78-72, and it's a 6-point, just like we said, 78-72, 6-point victory. We win. PFW advances, and we win the bet. Everybody wins. Yeah, everybody wins. 6-point margin there. Okay, so let's go say goodbye to Illinois Chicago. I'm going to say they're number 283. That's my guess. Illinois 232. What did I say? 283? 232. I knew they weren't in the 300s. Oh, God, doggone. Oh, Illinois, Chicago. What's going on here? Illinois. Let's look for Illinois. What's Illinois, Chicago? 267. Now I don't even remember what I said, but they were number 267. I'm still in shock over Florida Gulf Coast, to be honest with you. Listen, I like Bellarmine. They're adorable. Okay, but Florida Gulf Coast had a really good year. I mean, good year. And that's over in a flash, just like that. Illinois State, this is Missouri Valley tournament. It's called Arch Madness. And you know why it's called Arch Madness? It's played in St. Louis, and I love that. That's awesome. We say Illinois State wins by 4. Vegas is 1.5. So Illinois State's our play to win and cover. And Illinois State wins 58-53. They won by 5. That's a win and a cover. Let's say goodbye to the Indiana State Larry Birds. That's my official name for Indiana State. There's the Sycamores, which is a great name. And I probably, I don't even know why I went there. I love the Sycamores. That's a great name. But I'm going to call them the Larry Birds. Indiana State is number 275. 216. Not bad. And their season's over. And now the birds have been set free. They can now go fly and be free. Iona, this is not a conference game. Iona is at Manhattan, laying 9.5. We think it's an 18-point victory. Now, Iona's most likely sewn up everything. So what's there to fight for? So they lose 72-74. And that's just kind of where we're at right now in college basketball. It's like, what do you have to win? What do you have to play for? Iona's already sewn up. They're going to be the number 1 seed in the MAC. They're just playing out the season. But we do go 3-2. So we gain a little bit of ground on Vegas here. Okay, back to tournament action. This is the Atlantic Sun tournament. Jacksonville State hosting Kennesaw. These games played at the higher seeds. We say so the Vegas line is 7.5. We think it's a 6-point victory. And so Kennesaw State's our play. So Jacksonville State should win and, advance. And then Kennesaw wins our bet, is what we're saying there. Final score, Jacksonville 78-67. And what we have here is an 11-point victory, and we lose. We lose. So, but Jacksonville State does advance, and we get to go wish the Kennesaw State Javelinas. I'm going to say Javelina. They are the Owls. How boring. Owls. That's boring. You should be the Javelinas. All right, Kennesaw State. Oh, I didn't make my guess. I'm going to say they're number 224. And they're done. And bye-bye. Okay, back to the action. Another tournament game. And we're back in the Patriot League. Boston U hosting Loyola of Maryland. 5.5 the line. We think it's a 5-point victory. So we were saying Boston U advances. But Loyola, God, I can't say that word, of Maryland wins our bet. So what happened here? Boston U 76-64. So that's a win and a cover for Boston U, and we lose the bet. And we get to go say goodbye to Loyola, Maryland, number 312. 254. Okay. I didn't give them enough credit. What did I say? 254? I don't know why that happens. Here they are. And they are now done. Okay. It's fun to turn the lights on. Liberty hosting Lipscomb, laying 11.5. We think it's a 16-point victory. It's a Atlantic Sun tournament. The game's at the higher seed. And Liberty had to roll here because Liberty is living a purpose-driven life. 52-47, 5-point victory. 52-40. Ooh, God got it. 52-47. So they don't cover. It's another loss. And Lipscomb is over. Lipscomb is number 312. That's what I'm going to go with. Lipscomb. 279. Huh. That's not bad. I mean, it was a bad pick. My pick was way off, but 279 for Lipscomb. Decent year. Okay, we're going to get out of tournament play for one game. We're going to hop right back into it. But 2 games. Marist on the road at Canisius, 1.5 the line. We say it's an 11-point victory for Marist. And Marist loses 67-68. 67-78 was the final here. So that's a loss. Well, we're 0-4 this string. Yeah. Danger. Okay, I watched a little bit of this game, and it looked like both teams were trying hard. Okay, so we got that going. Because typically in the Big Ten, whoever the home team is, the away team just says, no, we're not interested in playing tonight. It's some good water. Final score, Ohio State beats Michigan State 80-60. Okay, they had me fooled. 80-69. It looked like they were playing hard. But if you think Michigan State's only capable of 69 points against Ohio State, I would beg to differ with you. So we took the dog, and the dog was incorrect play, and that's an 0-5 string. 0-5 string. That is as ugly as it gets right there. So let's go take a look here. We're 7 wins and 13 losses, 35%. I can't wait. So Friday, is the last day of the regular season. We get to kiss this thing goodbye. And it can't happen fast enough. It just can't happen fast enough. Every game after this is going to be a postseason game. Oakland on the road. Okay, this game. So it's a Horizon League tournament. I think Wright State's a terrific team. Oakland has been the best team in the Horizon until the final 2 weeks or so. And then they've turned into just really not a good team. But the numbers carry forward when they were a good team. Wright State's at home. I fully expect Wright State to win and this to be a bad play. Right now, we have Oakland winning and getting 3.5 in a money line play, but I fully expect this to lose. Final score, Wright State wins 75-63. Very strange. I'm just shocked that Oakland, it just performed so badly down the stretch. It just really, let's take a look here. Look at Oakland. I mean, yeah, 7 points to West Virginia. They beat Oklahoma State. Alabama trashed them. They beat Vermont. That's really significant because Vermont's good. They beat Rice. They beat Delaware. They beat Illinois Chicago. They beat Bowling Green. They hung with Michigan State for a little bit. Robert Morris beat the hell out of them. Youngstown, Milwaukee. They beat Cleveland State. They beat Purdue, Fort Wayne. I mean, Oakland was a good team. And then something happened, and they turned into a mediocre and then finally into a bad team. But those good numbers from the conference carried forward, and they got the lowest OPR, 11.93. Here's Wright State at 12.27. I mean, they just had better numbers. They scored more points than they allowed, 18-11, but the record, reflects when they went south. Wright State's a good team, 17-13, Wright State. I mean, Oakland was a better team, clearly the better team. I'm going to say Oakland is number 173. 149, even better than I thought. So that's the highest rated team that we turn the lights out on. I'm relatively sure of that. Yeah, 149 Oakland. Yeah. I'm just perplexed. I'm just totally dumbfounded by how bad Oakland ended up playing this year. Had to be an injury. That or coach went in for a frontal lobotomy. It's one of those two things. Illinois hosting Penn State, Big Ten game, 12.5 line. We say Penn State does the backdoor cover. That half-point saves us, but I have no faith in this. I think Illinois drilled them 60-55, 5-point game. Interesting. And I got to go search for a win because it's been so damn long since we've had one. Oh, there is a win. A sea of red. So that was the play. The dog was the play. I didn't think that would win. Monmouth hosting Quinnipiac, 6.5 line. We say 8. Monmouth's our play. Final score is 75-72, 3-point victory by Monmouth. And we go right back into losing these bets, right back into it. We get the one respite, and boom, you're back to losing. Niagara hosting Siena, laying 2.5. We say Siena wins the game. It's a money line. Tell me Siena won the game. I need a money line right now. Tell me Siena won the game. Siena lost badly, 74-52. It's just the time of year when some teams, there's nothing to fight for. They're already out or they've already locked in their seed. Who knows? But Siena didn't show up to play tonight. Houston, who I've got to tell you, every time I see their scores or I watch them play, I just get more impressed. Houston is Final Four quality good. And oh my God, look what they did to Temple tonight, 84-46. Holy cow, 84-46. So that's half Temple or Houston is awesome, and half Temple said, there's no way we can beat these guys, so we're not even going to try. That's, Houston's at home. Why should we bother trying? And, I hope the Temple coach gets fired for that crappy performance because that's not, it should get fired for that. This crap would stop if a university president comes out and says, due to our ridiculously poor performance last night, I'm firing the coach, and I'm ripping up all the scholarships because when we're scheduled to play a game, we expect our team to show up and fight. This is not showing up and fighting. Temple, this is garbage. And nothing's going to change until we start firing coaches. Maryland Eastern Shore hosting Delaware State, 11 house the line. We say 15. Maryland Eastern Shore wins 63-59. 4-point victory. That's a loss. Norfolk State hosting Howard, 4.5 the line. We think, oh boy, we misplayed this here. The pick should have been Howard, but we filled out our pick sheet with Norfolk State. I don't know why I keep doing this, but it keeps happening. And again, like I said, I'm on assignment. I have not looked at these games at all. Final score, yeah, Norfolk killed them 83-61. So I mean, I luck into it. I'm not proud of this. I mean, I'm going to take it because I made the play. I bet the money. I got the ticket that says Norfolk State on it. Even though, if you look at how we're playing this game, we say 4.5. Vegas is 4.5 the line. We say they win by 2, so Howard should have been the pick. Okay, because we say they don't cover, but I messed up and took Norfolk State, and 1,000 apologies, but I didn't do it on purpose. Okay, Coppin State hosting Morgan State. Why they're laying a point? It's only because they're at home. Morgan State's a way better team than Coppin State. So Coppin's given Morgan State a 1.5. We say Morgan State wins the game. But it's a MEAC game. I could completely wrong. Morgan State wins the game, 63-59. So that is a money line conversion. Let's go grab the other one that we had, and let's just copy it and paste it down here. That's our second money line of the night. And so we have to update that manually, and we're going to go here. What's going on? And we're going to change that 1 to a 2. Okay, Fairfield at Ryder, laying 3.5. We think it's a 5-point victory for Fairfield on the road. Final score, Fairfield 65-59. 65-59 is a 6-point victory, and Fairfield was the correct play. That's a win. NC Central hosting South Carolina State, 3.5 the line. We say it's a 1-point game, so we're taking the dog. We're taking South Carolina State. And final score, NC Central 67-62. So it would have been a win and cover. We took the wrong team. So we went 3-2 this string, which is better than going 2-3, which we would had I not messed up and took the wrong team. You know that expression, measure twice, cut once? I'm not doing that. I'm just blasting through these things, and I need to slow down and look at what the sheet is telling me. And I'm not measuring twice. I'm measuring once and cutting once, and then going, oh, that's the wrong measurement, and I cut it too short. Now I need a whole new piece of wood. Sam Houston hosting Tarleton State, 5.5 the line. We say 2-point victory for Sam Houston. Final score, 69-50. That is a 19-point victory. I expect a little bit more effort out of Tarleton tonight, but you got to realize you're talking about Tarleton. Arizona State hosting California, 7.5 line. We think it's a 1-point game. Final score. It's not in line here. What is Arizona State? Oh my God. 71-44. Okay, Coach Cal's been fired, right? I mean, we got to fire him for this. 44 points. We need to fire the coach and rip up scholarships because this, folks, is killing college basketball. And it's just show up and play, man. Show up and play hard. Where's your competitive spirit? Where's your pride? It's really killing the sport. Abilene Christian hosting Dixie State, 11.5 the line. Dixie State, did you show up to play? No, 80-64, Abilene. But the win and a cover, and I'm happy because we won the pick, but Dixie State's better than this. They're on the road, so it's license to lose, is what it is. When you're on the road, that's a license to lose. Hey, coach, what happened? Well, we were on the road. Oh, okay. Say no more. That's all I need to know. You shouldn't be expected to travel and win a game. That's just a bridge too far. Alabama A&M hosting Grambling Lane at half a point. This is a SWAC game. I get them all wrong. Alabama wins 71-63. I get them all wrong with this one. And this one I got right. Win and a cover for Alabama A&M. North Texas at UTSA, 13 has a line. That's a lot of points. We say, let's see, they're going to win by even more. Really, really good team. Really, really good football team. There's a difference here. We're playing basketball. So all the wins that the football team had, doesn't matter. 59-48 North Texas. So I don't think that's a cover. 59-48. It's 11 points, so that's a loss. And we go 2 and 3 this ring. I kind of thought that would be a lot. As bad as UTSA is, I just didn't think that North Texas would cover. I mean, again, it's what do you have to fight for? Okay, win and go home. When chips are on the table, there's no mailing it in. The score is going to be your best effort, Cleveland State's best effort versus Robert Morris's best effort. Okay, that's how this game is designed. We have turned it into ridiculous garbage. 44 points from Cal tonight. All right, Cleveland State laying 10.5. We say 15. Cleveland State's a very good team. They win 83-67, so that's a win and a cover. And Bob Moe is Gone Mo. Control C, Control Alt V. And let's go kick Robert Morris to the curb. They're number 352. Bob Moe. 307. I literally, when I do the picks, when I'm actually in here, and I use my shorthand, like here's Cal State Fullerton versus UC Riverside. Okay. I'm just going to shorthand this. And when Robert Morris is playing, I always call him Bob Moe. Just little fun things. Kansas hosting TCU. So they just played, and TCU beat Kansas by 10 at TCU. Now we go to Kansas, and we say it's 10 again, but the line's 10.5. So TCU's our play. Kansas wins 72-68. It's a 4-point victory. And so the Dogs, the correct call. And so that's a win. Okay, Tulane, who I like a lot, at home to UCF, who's a good team. Laying a 1.5. We say UCF wins the game. We're on the other side of the line. We say the Dog is going to be the winner. So that makes it a money line. And what happened here? What happened was Tulane laid the wood to UCF, 82-67. So a failed attempt at a money line. That's a loss. Jackson State hosting Arkansas Pine Bluff. 9.5 the line. We say 13. So Jackson State's the play. It's a SWAC game. I get them all wrong. 87-79. What is that? That is 8. Yeah, I should have played the Dog. Yep, should have played the Dog. I always get them wrong. So that's just how the SWAC goes. Coastal Carolina, okay, Sun Belt Tournament, neutral court. Coastal Carolina hosting Georgia Southern, 5.5 the line. We say it's a 10-point victory. Coastal loses. Oh my God, by Coastal, 64-70. Oh, wow. So we lose the bet, and now we have to go wave Coastal Carolina goodbye. Number 262 is Coastal. Is my guess. Coastal 150. Wow, just below. Wow, just below Oakland. Holy crap! Wow. I didn't think they were rated that highly. Actually, when I resort them, Coastal's going to lead Oakland because of this. The lower the number, the better the team. So when we resort the rankings on Sunday, Coastal should be above. I haven't entered these scores, so I can't make that statement. I can only make that statement once the scores have been entered. So we go 2 and 3 this string. Let's check in. It's a nightmare. It just continues. One more day, we're done. 16 wins, 24 losses. I'm just numb to it now. I'm just numb to it. Alcorn State at Mississippi Valley State. Mississippi Valley State's won one game in a horrible conference against playing really inferior opponents. And then they beat Texas Southern or Southern U, which is actually a fairly decent team. That's how the SWAC goes, man. It is the most unpredictable league or conference in the whole league. So what was the final here? Alcorn wins by 3, 72-69. Yeah, no way. 12 and a half or 13 and a half just wasn't going to happen. I mean, Mississippi Valley State is really poorly ranked, and they just have earned that. All right, Michigan is on the road at Iowa. Iowa is on the road at Michigan, laying a half a point. It's the Big Ten, so Iowa wins 82-71. It's the Big Ten, so typical home team wins. But I still got to play them by the numbers. And in this case, it didn't hold true. Iowa is a really good team, folks. I'm telling you. They're going to go deep. They're going to go deep. Memphis at South Florida laying 12 and a half. We say 21. Memphis wins 73-64. So they don't cover. It's a 10-point victory. That's a loss. Eastern Washington hosting Northern Arizona. 10.5 line. We say 12. I think it's going to be about a lot more than that. Eastern Washington, golly, man, 69-62. Don't even cover. No. Don't even cover. Come on, EWU. Northern Arizona is not a good team. And Eastern Washington, even when they're faced against a higher rated team, shows up and fights. And they're at home and they didn't fight that hard against a really poor team. Montana hosting Northern Colorado. Man, I didn't buy it, but Vegas at 2.5. And when we ran the numbers, Montana does prevail, but only by 1. So Northern Colorado is our play here. And Northern Colorado won 66-75. Thoughts of money lines did cross my mind here, but because Montana they've done this before. They don't play well at home. But really, credit to Northern Colorado. They're a really good team. Really good team. Portland State on the road at Idaho, laying a 1.5. We say 6. I think Portland State's going to be the winner here, 79-68. Portland State. They just got better. I mean, they were 2 and 13, something like that at one point, and they just got better. They just said, we decided to be a better team. And it starts today, and it starts with me. And that's what sports teaches you. Unless you're playing the Big Ten or you're one of these garbage effort Cal, 44 points. You don't learn that lesson if you're going to go out and purposely lose, just due to no effort. UTEP hosting Rice, 7.5 a line. It's just more disrespect from Vegas for Rice. Rice is not a bad team. And UTEP wins by 3, 70-67. Pretty close to that predicted score. But Vegas just really continues to just not trust Rice. Montana State hosting Sacramento State, 13.5 line. We say it's going to be a 30-point victory, 25-69. It should have been a 30-point victory. It really should have been. But we don't cover, so Wow, really, Montana State? You don't beat the hell out of Sacramento State? Southern U on the road at Alabama State, laying 3.5. This is a SWAC game. I always get them wrong. Yeah, Alabama State won 67, 77. Just the SWAC couldn't just leave me alone for one night. They had to do something insane. This is insane. Okay, don't believe me? Let's go. Let's go take a look. Alabama State has a rating of 14.07. They are 7-20. Southern U 12.47. They're a way better team, and they're 14-12. And well, we're on the road, so that's license to lose. So we're going to take advantage of that. There's no repercussions. No one's going to get fired. No one's going to lose their Scully. We're free to just not win, not put out the effort to win because we're on the road. That's all you need to know. Arizona hosting Stanford, 18.5's the line. That's a lot of points, Vegas. This is a bunch of grown-ass men playing basketball. 18.5. We're taking Stanford. Final score. Arizona wins 81-69. I think we're okay here. Yeah, it's only, let's see, so 10, it's only like a 12-point victory. Yeah. So 18.5. My goodness, Vegas. What got into you? 3-2 this string. So we gained a little bit of ground. Southern Utah traveling to Idaho State, laying 7.5. We think it's an 18-point win. Idaho State's really bad. 79-78. So it's an 8-point victory. We went in cover. I thought that was not going to work for us, but it did. It worked just great for us. LMU. And that's my way around trying to pronounce Loyola. LMU and Pacific in the West Coast Conference Tournament, neutral sites. Laying 4.5, we say they win by 6. So our pick is LMU. Final score is a 20-point victory, 86-66. So, hey, Pacific, you're not on the road. You don't have this license to lose. It's a true test of a team in neutral court, and you lost by 20. You're just that bad. Hey, it's a win for us, so who cares? Oh, let's go turn the lights off on Pacific, and this one's going to be really enjoyable. I've been yelling at Pacific all year long. There's no commitment to winning at Pacific. It's not the kids' fault. It's really not even the coach's fault. It's the administration's fault. They don't have a commitment to winning, and so you're going to get a crappy team every single time. Unless you got a coach that just says we're not going to be crappy. We're gonna recruit kids we believe in, and we're going to stroke them and get them to play Pacific basketball, and we're going to be good. And one day we're going to win the West Coast Conference, and people are going to call you crazy. But they called Mark Few crazy 15 years ago when he took a little program called Gonzaga and turned it into one of the best in college basketball. He was crazy back then. But that's how crazy works. Sometimes it just seems too crazy, it might work. Grand Canyon hosting Utah Valley, 5.5's the line. We say 4, so we're taking Utah Valley here to do the backside cover. And final score, Grand Canyon 68-57. And so that does not, that's win and cover for Grand Canyon, and that's a loss for the computer. 11 points. Valparaiso and Evansville in the Missouri Valley, Arch Madness, laying 5.5. We think they beat Evansville by 9. And there's nothing crazy about it. They beat the hell out of them. 81-59, it was the final. So Valparaiso wins and covers. And that's a win for the computer. And we get to go turn the lights off in Evansville, number 312. That's my guess. 312. 280. Yeah, not as bad as I thought they were. Okay, and they're done. Now you can see the darkness continues and the lightness is continuing to prevail. Nothing but lightness up here. What are you doing there? Get out of here. What are you doing here? The hell? Yeah, I'll have to fix that later. Next up is all right. So Vegas says, God, they love the home team. Cal State Bakersfield laying 3.5 to UC San Diego. And they're not the greatest team, but I'm telling you right now, they're better than Cal State Bakersfield. And we have San Diego winning the game by 3. It's a money line. What happened? Bakersfield lost the game. So 72-70 UC San Diego. Another money line victory. So let's go grab the last one. So that's number 3 on the evening. Let's move it down here. And let's collect our winnings because we earned it. And so we go 4-1 this string. The money line, number 3 on the night. Okay, just 10 games left here. UC Santa Barbara at home hosting Hawaii. 7.5's the line. That's way too many. We're taking Hawaii to cover, and this game is either in progress or it's a final. So UCSB 67-60. Like we said, way too many points. They don't cover, so that makes Hawaii the backdoor covered, and we pull it out by that 0.5 point. So that's a win. Oregon at Washington, laying 3.5. We say 11. Final score: Washington wins 78-67. Yeah, Oregon, just not that impressed with this year. Not that impressed with. They'll make the tournament. They'll get an at-large if they don't, perform well in the tournament, in the conference tournament. But we don't think Oregon's a very good team. That's a royal we. It's a party of one here named scores are. It's 100% me. But when I say we, it makes it sound like I have this whole team of people working for me. Long Beach State. Now this one surprised me. Long Beach State's good team. UC Davis. UC Davis? The hell is Davis? Vegas says 5.5. We say it's a 1-point victory for Long Beach State at home over Davis. Davis has played 18 games. There are teams that have played 32 games. Davis has played 18. And I don't think there's much COVID interaction there. Well, why are they playing only 18 games? All right, Long Beach State. Long Beach, well, only by 3, 68-65. Well, so maybe the computer knew something here. 68-65. That's a win. It's a good call by the computer right there. I didn't think it would win, but it did. UC Irvine at Cal Poly laying 10.5. We say 18, but you got to know Cal Poly, they haven't won many games this year, but they've won a ton of backside covers. So I fully expect this to be less than 10.5. Irvine, Cal Poly won 54-65. Get out of here. That is ludicrous. God. Wow. Well, I mean, they're at home. And a home team is the only thing that matters in college basketball. If you believe what Vegas would have you believe. San Diego State hosting Fresno. This game is still in progress. So let's get an update on it. And San Diego State, so there's 5 minutes left. It says the first, yeah. I think it's 10 o'clock at night. That can't be the first half. Second half. There's 2 minutes left in the game. 6 minutes left in the game. It's a 1-point Fresno lead. So we have Fresno here as the dog. So 1-point Fresno lead with 6 minutes left. That's looking pretty good. Washington State, Oregon State is the final. Washington State is leading 66-57 with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. And Fullerton and Riverside is still in progress too, if that's the next one. It's not. So let's see. So San Diego and Pepperdine playing in the West Coast Conference Tournament. Let's see if this game is still going. And with 8 minutes left, Pepperdine is leading by 3, 53-50. So that's where we're going to leave it tonight. We don't know the outcomes of these 4 games. So right now, the computer went 25 wins and 30 losses, 3 money lines, though. So that's where we're going to leave it for now. We're going to probably do an update in the morning because I am on assignment and it's bedtime for me. So probably just going to go get some rest. So that's it for tonight. Another very unsuccessful evening. But thank you for enduring the hardships with me. So we'll see you next time.